Burrell.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden Hudson Burrell, and I am 11 years old. I love game development. Okay. That's right. Artist. I'm a game developer, artist, and a proud member of the Global Can Speak Rising Stars team. I absolutely love creating games, designing cool characters, and writing code that brings ideas to life. But as much as I love game development, there's something about drawing that holds a special place in my heart. Today, I want to talk to you about something small but powerful. Something that might seem like just a simple drawing tip, but actually holds a deeper meaning. That something is highlights. Now, in art, highlights are white spots. They're where the light hits on a shiny cheek, a glowing surface, and a glassy eye. At first, it may seem like just a technique artists use to make things look very realistic. But highlights do way more than eye shine. With, Without them, a face looks flat, a shape seems still, and a scene can feel kind of lifeless. But for just the right touch of light, the whole image starts to pop up from the page, and it tells a story. But here's the twist, and the part I'm really excited to share with you. Highlights don't only belong in art, but belong in life too. Think about it. In the same way we add highlights to a drawing, we bring it to life. Every kind action, every encouraging word, and every creative idea we share, that's a kind of highlight. It may seem small, but just like in drawing, those sort of right moments can make a huge difference. Life, just like art, has shadows. Sometimes you go through challenges, things get hard, and people feel sad, lonely, or unsure. And when there's no highlights, things can feel heavy or flat. But even one spark of kindness or hope can brighten everything. When I draw, I think about where light is coming from. That's how I decide where to place my highlights. And in life, I ask myself the same question. What is my light source? Is it my passion for games? The people who believe in me? Is it the dreams I have for the future? Once I know what lights me up, I can start sharing my dreams to the future. I'll leave this. Let me give an example from my work. When I'm designing a new game, I don't just focus on the gameplay, but I think about the message I want to share. Maybe I want to show that you can overcome obstacles, or that there's beauty in unexpected places. I use colors, characters, and yes, highlights to tell that story visually. Because even in a digital game, I want them to feel something. I want people to see the dark or challenging parts of that game. And that's what I want to invite you to do too. You don't have to be a painter or game developer to add highlights to a world, but you have to be willing to share your light. Here are three things I've learned, lessons that work in art and in real life. One, find your light source. Two, in drawing, you can't add highlights if you don't know where the light is coming from. Same in life. Maybe your light source is your creativity. Maybe it's your faith, your friends, your culture, your family, or maybe even the things you're passionate about. Once you know what gives you that energy and hope, you can reflect that light out into the world. Two, use highlights intentionally. In Too many highlights in a drawing can make it look fake. And in life, trying too hard to be perfect and impress everyone can feel fake too. The best highlights, whether in art or life, come from being real, being honest, and being kind. When your actions come from the heart, they stand out and they shine. Three, balance the light and the shadows. No good drawing is just white white. Shadows give depth, they tell us where we've been, and help us understand the light better. Life is the same. We all go through hard times. But the shadows don't take away from the beauty or part of the story. And even in the darkest parts, there's always room for a highlight. So here's my challenge to you. Be a highlight in someone's life. Whether that means helping someone who feels left out. Maybe it means standing up for something that matters. Or sharing activity with someone who really needs to feel inspired. It doesn't have to be real. Or it does have to be real. But it doesn't have to be big. The theme of this conference is Echoes of Greatness, where every voice leaves a mark. Which really speaks to me. Because sometimes the things that leave the biggest mark are loud or flashy. But sometimes for quiet moments of courage, creativity, or connection. A small highlight that stays with someone. A kind word that echoes long after it's spoken. A story or a piece of art that makes someone feel seen. Speaking of story, here is one of my small stories from my personal experience. As I exited the church, my attention was drawn to an artist on the sidewalk, surrounded by vibrant pieces that spoke of his passion. My aunt had given me some money to treat myself, but I realized his need was greater than mine. I approached him, and the money not wanting any art in return, but rather to acknowledge the beauty of his expression. And the courage he took to share his voice, of course. His smile reflected gratitude that warmed my heart. In that moment, I understood how our small acts of kindness can resonate deeply. We all have the power to uplift others and leave a mark on the world. Where every voice, no matter how soft, leaves a mark. You might not always know how much your highlight means to someone, but I promise it matters. I'm only 11, and yes, I'm still learning a lot. But I've already seen how even the smallest voice can make an impact. Whether I'm sharing a game I built, I'm sharing a new drawing, or even just encouraging someone else to create. I've learned that when you use your voice to start a line, you leave a mark. So whatever your tool is, whether it's a paintbrush, a keyboard, a camera, a drumstick, or even just your words, use it to bring life. Create something, share something. Because when you do, you're not just adding brightness to your own story, you're adding that to someone else's too. And that's how greatness echoes. One voice, one highlight, in one moment at a time. Thank you so much for everyone who watched on video, stream, or even fly out to see this. It really means a lot. Thank you for listening to my speech.